We are live. Welcome to the channel. I'm down the wormhole, and I have a special guest on this side, Aquaballs. Introduce yourself. Let us know what you are and where you're at.
Good morning, everybody, Canada and United States. I am Aquaballs. My name is George.
Well, that was our good morning. So if anybody had headphones on, we now know that you're very awake. We've got Dannykin Aquatics in here. We got Sand Creek Aquatics 2 in here. Good morning, Amy. Good to see you because your fish, chubby fish is in here. Dragon Lair. Good to see you. Good morning. You guys are all up so early. Supreme Gecko is in here. Hi, Wally. Glenn's Fish Farm. Good to see you over in BC there. And Elaine Smith is in here. Thank you for stopping in. Oh, everybody's just pouring in here. Big J, The Undertaker Calloway. That is such a cool name. It says, hello, Betty Gang is in the house. Awesome, awesome. Everybody just saying good morning to the two of us. Now, I know you have a YouTube channel. I've got your link down below. So what do you have? What is your main thing? What is on your channel?
What do I have on my channel? Is that what you ask?
Yeah, what have you got?
I put in like stuff like I do here, the aquascapes. I do egg cuttings on the ball pythons whenever I have them. Um, I don't advertise anything for sale. I don't sell anything usually. Um, Sometimes I do have plants that I propagate, and friends ask me for them, and I do package them, and they pay me for the shipping fee. And sometimes they're generous; they pay a little more.
That is very cool. I want to try breeding the snake so bad. How many bull pythons? Like, is that the only snake you breed, or?
How many ball pythons I bred this year? I did get 4 clutches from January till now.
That's very cool.
I, I have about 52 snakes right now, but I am planning to downsizing it and planning to move out of the place that I am in, trying to buy a house. So
Oh, very
after that,
cool.
I'm gonna do a business.
So you're renting right now?
Yes.
And what does your landlord think of that? Doesn't know?
Well, look, this is how George thinks. So I kind of a guy that straight on, right? I just do my thing. If somebody comes up and says, "Hey, I don't want you to do this," I'll just pack and leave. That's it. Simple as this.
Yeah, I know. I just live with some renters up here that were kind of crazy with some of their rules. A
I
lot of
pay
them
too
are
much
cool,
rent.
but I've never tried talking people into letting me stay in a place with snakes. So, so I was just kind of wondering, what did they think? I was always trying to talk people into fish tanks and birds was what I had
He
before. I
was
didn't have any snakes.
never happy when I had the snakes, and he said, "Don't get any more." Well, it's none of your business.
Mm-hmm. Now, some are very nosy, some aren't. I remember one place having to hide all the betta containers and everything frequently. That was very annoying. Because I was
I mean, I pay the rent here.
the two.
If you
Yes.
don't like me, tell me to leave, right?
Well, that's cool. That's cool. I was just wondering because yeah, I've never tried to keep snakes in a rental before. Luckily, we got this place, which is why we wandered in and finally got these guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna be paying attention to you and listening to you. The chat. I'm sorry, guys, I can't read and pay listen to Dia. So you'll be reading the chat for us today, okay? If anybody has a question,
Oh,
ask.
yes. So if any of you guys have any ball python related questions, this guy would be the guy to ask. So pop them up for sure. Finally get to see you live again. Oh, good morning. Thank you, Danny Ken. I got the $5 super chat. That's so cool. Glad to see that you're home. That's going to be awesome to see the live stream tonight with the two of you. I have enjoyed watching your wife just giggle during the live stream last week was hilarious. I mean, even if you weren't giggling at what was going on, her laugh was so addictive. It was awesome. Royal Fish Aquatics. Good morning. Trying to catch up on everybody. I've been trying to wave, yeah, as they've come in for sure. Lisa Perez, everybody's saying stuff. So yeah, that is very cool, very cool. And you're way down in Los Angeles, right? You said, I believe.
I'm in Los Angeles.
Yeah, that is such a different place from up here. We're getting threatened with that S stuff. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I might have just jinxed myself. So yeah, it's chilly today. And I know you said it's hot there, so don't cook during the stream. But yeah, this is
Very
what
hot today, yes.
these have been just dropping in our yard like crazy. They're trying to take us out, I swear, but it's been so good. My house has smelled really good with the baking and stuff that's going on up here.
Me, me and the wife were thinking to take the kids and go apple gathering, which is we have a place called Oakland in
Oh,
yeah, not Oakland, Oakland,
oh,
and so we have a place there, the city called Oakland, and we go up and gather apples, and it's fun day for the kids and the family.
yeah, we lucked out. This house has this apple tree in the backyard, but we have literally filled up our garbage bin with the ones that have hit the ground. We've been trying to give them away every which way we can. I have taken some to work. For
Those are
sure.
good apples.
Oh, it's yeah, and I mean the apples are that's a good size apple. They're at the
Good,
point
good
where
kind too,
I
juicy
don't
and
know.
sweet.
Oh yeah, they're good. Like they're not. There's some type of gala apple is my best guess. The tree was with the house. The tree was with the house. I'll take it. It tastes good. Good afternoon down the wormhole at Aquaballs. They must be having technical difficulty. Are we having technical difficulty? Somebody
With
let us
me,
know if we're having technical difficulty.
I might be like cutting in and out sometimes on my side on the internet. If that happens, I'm
Everything's
sorry.
happening. You sound awesome. Like everything's looking really good on my end, so I'm not too sure what's going on.
Yeah, the family is sleeping right now. I have three boys, and two of them has Duchenne muscular dystrophy, which
Oh,
that means they have muscle problems. That means they're like MS, but it's little harder. And
yeah.
my older son, he's actually the only normal one, which is like doesn't have the muscular problem. His name is Dominic. He's 13, and then I got Braden 10, and I got the baby. He's gonna be 3 years old in October.
Oh, awesome. Not a baby anymore. Holy hey, they grow so fast. That's
He's my baby. You know how it is. Especially with problems, he doesn't speak at all. No words. Like
oh
maybe
man.
all has 10 words in his vocab. Maybe not even 10.
So you definitely got your challenges put out on trying to figure out that, hey? Our house is the ADHD and we just don't like to sleep, all that kind of fun stuff, the chaos, all just it's entertaining.
We do
All
have therapists for the kids, and we do have a special doctors because it's a special
yeah.
disease that they got it, and it's a family inherit that goes down to the boys, and the girls don't show. The bad part is that
Oh
it's
wow.
a hidden genetic, just like you were talking the other day about the spider ball python. It's a that gene, it shows it's hidden, but when you mix it with other morph, that wobble will go away.
Oh my goodness. Hey, yeah, oh genetics is neat and yeah, even you see it in people, everything. It's out there and it's quite the once you get into it and you experience it and you start looking it up, it's neat, but quite the consequences, just mixing the wrong type of things, like you say. And I'm sure, yeah, that's what it was with, once I looked up this guy, it was breeding a spider with a spider created this gene, as I think how it was. And holy man, yeah, the difference between him
Now,
and his night and day, so.
you're not supposed to breed spider to spider. If you breed spider to spider, that's a lethal combination. That means every baby will be dead or will be severely deformed or will
That's
have severe wobble. It's very bad thing to put two of those spiders together. There's another gene called WOMA. I do have a WOMA in my genetic. I kind of didn't want the WOMA. I got sold a GHI pastel, but it's a GHI WOMA, not a pastel. So it's okay. I made sure she's all good.
Yeah, okay, I've heard that. And that's the GHI is the one that makes them darker. Is that correct? Usually
That
gets.
is correct. The
Oh,
GHI is a dark morph.
yeah, that was a lot of what that guy was playing with. The breeder had a lot of the GHI, and I think that was on the card that he could possibly be carrying the GHI, but he said I'd have to breed him to find out. So I know he was really playing in with those genetics that cause the spider morphs. I didn't realize that at the time when I was just talking to him. I had no idea any of this was out there. It was quite the learning curve.
Not to disappoint you, I don't think your spider has GHI in it.
I don't know. It was just what he was telling me. I was so
It would
confused.
have been way like no wobble at all in the animal. If you would put them in a 2 3 genes, let's say you put a spider to a pastel also mixed with some kind of like a pinstripe or a Mojave or an Anchi, they will have almost no wobble. I do have a female pastel spider. I can get it in a minute if you don't mind. Show it. She's
Sure.
really pretty, and she has very, very, very minimum wobble.
Yeah, I was like I said, I had no idea what was going on when I first got this guy. It was different, and I guess if I had known about it, I would have seen it because he did lay poor Boo out on the table, and his head was a little crooked. I did check back in my pictures that I took originally when I got him, and you could see that his head was tilted just a little bit, but I didn't realize that that was a thing, right? I just figured he was looking at me. Surprise! I multi-tank addiction. I am talking with Aquaballs, and there's probably going to be lots of no-legged critters coming up. Just a warning for you. Hey, Shuey, how are you? Got home late Friday night, says Danny Kin. Oh, those guys are talking about checking out each other's tanks. Did the breeder not mention the effects of the spider? Absolutely not, Supreme Gecko. I got no warnings whatsoever. When I wandered in, I got him at or my first ever reptile show. I definitely had intentions of buying a bull python. I was there to get my pet snake, my future pet snake. So this is what he was. I didn't really have any intentions of breeding him, kind of like I did the king snake, which is still impossible to find. But we'll talk about that later. This was just supposed to be my critter, which I mean, the fact that he is a spider is good that I can breed him because he's pretty nasty. I'd really want to look up, like, talk to you and make sure if I did to make sure that the babies were not. But for me, I just think I'll step back and stick with my kings for breeding. I
So that
still find their genetics neat though.
that one's a boy you have, right?
Yes, he is a male. Yeah.
He's a great eater, or is he like sluggish on eating?
I find he's a little bit thin. Like I feel he's a tad thin. You could tell me more. Like if you see him, like maybe I'll try and dig him out of there. But you can let me know. I think he's a tad bit thin, but it could also be because this guy's just chunky. So I'm not too sure. Either way, he does eat really good. Like I'm not trying to down him anyway. I did take a picture of him eating the other day in a tank, and he was just out in the open doing really, really good. So, I mean, you can't complain. He's eating and he's out. Oops,
Yep.
catching the mouse out in the open like he
He
wasn't
looks
hiding or
gorgeous.
anything. So, I think he's doing all right. But I'm glad he didn't go to a total newbie or with somebody that didn't want to spend the time with him. For me, it scared me. I thought I was killing him because he kept flipping over and was upside down. I was having many heart attacks, especially because I put them on the internet and stuff.
I watch a lot of people with the ball python cuttings and stuff. Some of them they hatch a snake with one eye. Some of them have a snake with no eyes.
Hmm.
Sometimes they have a snake with two heads. Those are rare, and
Yeah.
sometimes they snakes with two babies in the clutch. Those are smaller babies. They have to make sure assist
Oh
feed
yeah.
it to get them to the big size.
Yes, I've seen, especially somebody in town here, one of the ball python breeders, just posted that they got a snake with just one eye. So I was like, oh my goodness. I guess they're keeping him. I'm gonna make sure he's all right. But very neat, very neat. Definitely the oddities. But
Mutation creation is there, right?
yeah,
Canada,
I think
yes.
that's actually the one I'm talking
Billy,
about.
Billy
Yes.
is a great breeder. He's got very big collection. I can't even scratch the surface of what he has. I have 52 snakes right now. Billy's got maybe hundreds and hundreds coming in his incubator.
Not close here. He's on the other side. I wish he was a little closer because, oh, yeah, that would be very neat to be able to go and see. Come on, please let me check this out. Amazing looking critters for sure. Um, what does this one say? I found a beautiful female carpet python for a good price. When I picked her up, I realized she had the jag gene. Okay, so that's the carpet python version, right? It causes the same narrow as a spider. Yeah, crazy. You learn a lot all of a sudden about genetics, though, when something like this happens. Like, I thought I was a little bit knowledgeable about the ball python until I got bit, and then I realized I didn't know crap. I was like, holy, this is insane.
Most
Very.
of the people, they fall in love with the ball python when they see the normal one. That's what happened with me. When I first held my normal snake, that
Mhm.
feeling, I still hold it in my heart. That's why the animals are so close to me. And never let go of that feeling. That first animal, when you held it and you like, oh man, this is something amazing. You always want to keep that feeling in your mind, in your head, and move on after that. You want to feed and raise and have more.
Mhm.
Always love that feeling.
Oh yeah, the first time
What
I
gets you moving, motivated.
today, like the whole drive home with this snake was just like, yay! I finally got one. This is so neat.
I like the way you did your research and you did the bioactive enclosures, which I'm not against those. There's something, it's new in the hobby that people trying, I
Mhm.
think, which is okay. Everything is all, anything that works, it's good. So I can't do 52 in bioactive. The way we do it when we have a lot, we have a system, a rack, and we have the
Mhm.
snakes in there. I do have a coconut husks underneath there and water bowls
Oh yeah, for sure. Totally
and
different.
hide.
Yeah, this is just one, right? This is just my two. If I do get the Kings going, the rack system will probably somehow pop up if that does take off for sure. I've actually been told like the king snakes have gotten so popular up here that the prices have just skyrocketed and apps they haven't I've had even my boss looking at trying to find one of these around here and so far everybody's gone I don't know, so it's interesting, like just none available, so I'm not too sure. Have you ever had Asian water dragons? Have you ever tried one of those?
Asian water monitor? No. Do you guys see my name? It says it's a me, Mario. Somebody had changed it. It must have been the other night and stayed that way.
I have no idea, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's sorry guys, sorry. It's not Mario. It's George. Well, I did shave my hair and then look like Super Mario a little bit. That's why the guys were making fun of me. It's me, Mario.
I wasn't even asking. I was just all right.
No, I just realized I'm like, where's my name? It says it's me, Mario. I know what's his name, Anthony. Anthony's fishy friend. He does joke. He's my buddy. He lives near me, and we hang out sometimes. So I was in his channel. He must have changed it. So when you change it on a stream name, somebody's name, it will stay like that, even if they join somebody else. Somebody has to change the name back.
Yeah, I've learned just to keep mine as good morning because yeah, I tend to forget. I don't even know if I could. Well, I think you have to go right out to change it now. So you're good. You're good.
I'm alright. Don't worry. It's
So what
it's fun.
do you like your glow betta? How's he doing that whole glow betta tank thing? How's it all doing? That was the last video I watched of yours.
The glow beta tank.
Mm-hmm.
The glow betta tanks, but the glow betta, some of the females I did lose. I did put a UV sterilizer in the tank, and for some reason I lost all the glows, like about 12 of them.
Oh my goodness. That's
It
no good.
happens. We do accidents sometimes, you know.
Oh, for sure, for sure. That just sucks, hey? I
But
don't think we're gonna get to see them up here, which is why I was kind of curious. I don't think they're gonna show up. I just don't have this feeling. So far, all we have is the zebra danios and the whatever the white cloud, not the white clouds. Them big poopers. Now I can't remember the name. Yeah, that's all we can get up here, and I don't think we're gonna get to see the glow bettas. I think if one showed up, I don't know. I wanted to maybe get one, but that's why I was curious how you're doing.
you know, the glow bettas are actually genetic. If you breed one to another, you get a bunch of glow bettas.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
it is
we'll have to
genetic.
bring one up here. We'll have to see.
I did breed them by mistake.
Hmm?
I end up breeding them by mistake. Ended up having like about 30 babies, and
Yeah,
then I lost some the other day.
yeah. I've heard it's genetic, but I don't know if we'll get any up here. Somebody will have to bring us one. I don't know if I get in trouble for it though. I'm not too sure about bringing it over the border. That's right. I know when they first came out and they all wandered into the shop, and I know our shop had 2 or 3 full tanks of these fish. And then all of a sudden they put the ban on, and some guy just showed up to the store, literally bagged up all of these fish, and just walked out with them. Like we couldn't have them anymore. Just like, all right, okay,
Sorry,
yeah.
some guys are like that. I'm sorry. I'm one of those guys. When I go to the LFS, I see the fish I really want. I take
Well,
them
this was
home.
the government. This was a government guy coming in. It wasn't somebody.
Oh,
Yeah, a government guy just walked in, grabbed them all, and
oh no! I thought a hobbyist came and bought it all and took it to
fish.
himself.
No, no, it was just everything that we had. All of a sudden, there was that ban on, so the government came in, took all the fish, and I guess they were going to go bump them on the head because they couldn't be up here. Like,
The
what the
government
heck?
little tiny fish too. Okay.
Yeah, that craziness, craziness. I just thought that was unbelievable. Yeah, they banned them up here, so off they went. So now we've got our 2 types back, but yeah, I'd be scared if we're not allowed to have the glow betta. Should I even try and get one? Just craziness. The law is how that works. But they got the patent on them, right? So I guess if they say, they say. I don't know. I think it would be neat to have a few other options. I see quite a few different ones out there, and people up here for getting them into the hobby it works pretty good because we do sell a lot of the glow betta tanks and the setups too. Even if they don't buy glow fish, the setups we sell a lot of them for the kids' rooms. I think they're
Yeah,
cute.
that's great. The wife wants one for her birthday the other day. I have one in the garage. It's not mine. It's my brother's. I have it set up for him so he can come and just take it and go. He thinks I'm breeding glow bellas for him, but I'm not gonna do it. I just gonna give him the tank, and there's a couple of them in there. Just let him have it.
Yeah, it's really neat. I think it's different. I know everybody's got different opinions on it. Yeah, I love the tanks and the plants and stuff. I enjoy even just making that display look pretty in the store because they look so neat. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I
So
think beta genetics are very deep, and mostly people in Thailand and Asia they're working on it really hard. They know more about the genetics. Here in U.S., we do have them. We have a bunch of different mix, but most of us don't know what they are. We do know some of the tail size, the colors, but not all everybody. Some people say beta fish, they think all of it is the same fish.
oh yeah, the genetics in there is really neat. I think that's the only reason why I kind of understood the snakes a little bit when I got in there. Is the the immensity and the yeah everything that's in there is just there's
Same
so
with me. When I got into the fish about 6, 7 years ago, I understood a lot about the genetics because of the python. I like really enjoy it. The hobby. It's almost similar to each other.
Yeah, I think that's why that you see a lot of the pet people kind of weaving in between all of the different things because it does kind of tie in a little bit here and a little bit there. And if you enjoy genetics, moving over and trying something else that has neat genetics is a way to get you in for sure, for sure. I think someone doesn't have mute on and we're getting a bit of feedback. Not bad, but getting worse. Probably George. Uh-oh, you're getting in trouble from Wally. Yeah, I've heard a couple times it coming back. I'm not too sure what it is.
It is me. Sorry, guys. My 5G don't work. I am on a 2G.
Well, I'm getting upgraded right after you leave the Telus guys are showing up. So I'm hoping that should help too, because
I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning last night and doing an aquascape. I will reveal it later on.
oh, nice, nice, good, good. So we should be looking for that video soon.
No video. I'll do live and I'll explain. It's something simple. No need
You,
to do video.
I know you haven't done too many lives, have you? Or are they all just the little short ones?
Well, I enjoy the live stream like this, but as you see, the internet not so good, and it's been giving me issues.
Mm-hmm. Well, mine's not the greatest either, I have to say. So yeah, between the two of us, we're doing good. We're doing good. I've had some where yeah, people just stop moving and all sorts of things happen. So
We're
I'll take.
halfway past.
We're good. We're good. I think if the breeder knowingly sells defective stock, they should be held accountable, and if they don't make it right, get their names out to the public. Um, yeah, for that one, I did send a few emails just saying that he was stressed out. I didn't say it was a wobble because I didn't know it was a wobble at the time, but I did email them a couple times and just say like, this is my setup. He seems really stressed out. Should I be changing anything? Should I add stuff? So, and then they do some feedback. They gave me some ideas on what to do to add to try. They said that their container was a lot smaller, so that's finally what worked. As I went down to yeah, kind of the rack back to the rack system basics. Just a small tank, a little heat mat, water bowl, two little hides, and finally he was happy. And it was a long time before. Here's those notifications again. So yeah, and as soon as I finally did realize it was a wobble, and I mentioned it to him and said, "Hey, did you know? This would have been nifty to know a little while ago when I mentioned this or when I bought this." He stopped emailing me back instantly. So I thought that was rather rude too. I haven't gone out and made it public or anything, but I did look up all of his reviews and stuff on the internet. Completely 100% positive. So, could it just be me? Can it
Let me
just?
ask you a question. Do you know how to sex the ball python?
I did a little bit of research, but I've never tried.
Okay,
I've
now
never actually tried.
in the future, if you're gonna breed, sometimes when you put two snakes together, thinking that they're both one male and female, just because the breeder said it doesn't, don't go by what breeder told you it was the snake. Sometimes they can do mistakes, and if you put two boys together, they'll be slapping each other's tail. They'll be if you have it in that type of enclosure, sometimes they can break the enclosure to get out of it. You got to be very careful. I have that mistake done before.
Well, I'm planning on doing it with the king snakes. So if I put a male in with a male, I'm going to end up with one snake in another snake's belly. So before I try
Oh.
to stick them together, I'm going to take them somewhere and make sure for sure. Because yeeks, yeah.
Ball pythons will fight. They will beat each other up inside the cage. I did learn it the hard way, guys. It was not fun at all. Just be careful with that.
Yeah, for sure. Good tips. Good tips.
Have them, if you ever want to buy it at the show, if he says it's a male, say, can you please, if it's a breeder like person like me, they should know how to do it right in front of you, show you how, if it's a boy or a girl. That's it. Simple as one.
Yeah, I kind of listened a little bit on how to do it, but I haven't actually tried it. I would be kind of curious because this one I got the card, the breeder card, and it says male on it. This I bought from the dude, and he said it was male and stuff on there. So both of these from the breeder card says on there, but still, like you say, if I was going to try and do it, I'd still double check, especially because, yeah, I want to try those two idiots.
The adult ball pythons are harder to sex than the juveniles. Juveniles are a lot easier.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that would be the exact opposite. Oh my
No,
goodness. Okay.
juveniles are super easy. They can just come, they pop right out. But the adults are very hard because they're more tough and muscle. The
Oh,
probing it's easier, but I don't recommend probing because you can hurt the animal if you don't know what you're doing. Unless
yeah.
you're professional, you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I definitely didn't want to try that.
I
This is
pop them. I pop them.
Yeah, okay. Well, good to know. Well, like I said, I'm
You
not
just
too
grab
sure.
the tail and you like squeeze it and it comes right out.
Yeah, sounds neat. I might have to watch a video. I don't know. This guy's kind of crabby. Maybe I'll try it just to try doing it. I'm not. I've heard the king snakes. You actually have to wait for a little bit before you can double check. Like they can't beat right out of the shell. But I'm not too sure. I'm gonna have to look this up. Like you say, I want to be sure. Don't want to make a mistake on that one.
I like the old, what is it called? The Mexican king snakes, the jet black ones. I really do like those. And the prices on them, they were really high, like almost $300
That's
over
what
here.
Matt said, that just to get it into our shop, he just finally saw one on the list. And yeah, he said just to
They're
bring
pretty.
it home is around $300, but pretty. Yes. But yeah, I don't know. That's a bigger investment. I'm not too sure what a female of this is going to cost me. We'll see. We'll see. So yeah, you got to bring us a snake. Which one are you going to show us? Show us something cool. Your favorite
You
morph.
want to see a snake? One of my favorite ones?
Yeah, show us somebody. I want to see something.
I don't have a favorite. It's all my favorite.
Well, close your eyes and pick a jar. We'll
Well,
go
I
with it.
have to go in the house. Give me a minute, take a look behind. I'll
Oh,
be
for
back.
sure. It'll be worth the wait. It'll be worth the wait. I hear both of you loud and clear. Okay, Daniken says we're good. I had yet to see a glow betta. That was pretty. Yeah, Dragon Lair. Like I don't know if they're gonna make it up here either. The glow bettas. I at least wanted to get to see one. Um, I'm not too sure. I do want to at least see one. I thought that would be so worth it. Atkin Nature Aquariums. Hey, Kenny Dragon Lair. I'm going to be lurking. Thank you for lurking. That was awesome, too. I love my lurkers. Definitely fine by me. Aquaballs channel. Thank you, Danikin, for adding the link in the chat there down below as well. You can wander over. He's got lots of ball pythons that he does breeding and stuff. He's got some very pretty aquariums, as you can see behind there. The ones Petco and PetSmart get here are pitiful looking bettas. I know, I've seen just some awesome ones that people are finding, and then I've seen a few where, yeah, they look kind of, maybe you need to really work with them to kind of pick them up, I'm not sure. So I've seen, yeah, a huge variety, and like you say, the quality. Oh, here we go. What do we got? What do you got to show us? Oh my goodness, look at that. How pretty. I gotta see if I can.
So this is a bumblebee ball python, which is the pastel with the spider. Same thing Dia has, but she's got different genetics in it. This one is only got pastel mixed in it. I produced this one. As you guys can see on the head, she has no wobble whatsoever. I mean, you can look at the animal. She's not shaking. The tongue's flickering normal. She got blue eyes. That's me wobbling, okay? Yeah, it's not like going crazy. Some of the spiders, the wobble we're talking about, they don't just like stand like this. They go sideways, the head goes back and forth. So here's a proof that Not all spiders are bad. I mean, some of them are genetically deformed, of course, you know, and some of them are not, guys. I produced 4 of these babies last year, and I kept one, and I sold the other 3. Thank you, guys. So this is one of my babies. I really like the colors of the spider gene, the pattern reducing morph. When this morph came up, first guy, his name is Kevin McKinley. He paid $50,000 for one of these. So yeah, so to pop the ball pythons, I don't want to do it, just to show you really quick, but I'm not gonna do it. So you bend the tail, and then you put your thumb here, and you push the tail back, and then the hammy pins will pop out. This is a female. There's no hammy pins in there, and so I'm not even gonna do it, guys. Yeah, she's a pretty girl. I kept her because no spider wobble. I see that in that gene. Yes, very nice snake. Thank you. There is no wobble at all, guys. I mean, if I take this female and add, let's say, GHI and different morphs, and it's gonna reduce the wobble less and less. Like coral glow, I have a coral glow, really pretty. I got genetic stripes. That's a recessive. Uh, Mojaves, I do have them.
Yeah, no, that's gorgeous.
You're back.
I like Sharpie's here. If I had a snake, I would call it Herpy Derpy. That would fit for mine. That would definitely fit for mine.
So this is about a year old right here, guys.
Yeah, looking so nice. I wonder if I can get mine out. I'm kind of scared because I've got this branch is all being held together by this stupid log here. We could try. We could try and bring somebody out.
Let me put it back. I'll be back. I'll bring you another one.
That's cool. So yeah, beautiful snakes he's got. Just absolutely love it. Like the crickets that you hear there as well. So many crickets, hey? Hello, Jessica. Do you breed any pieds, George? Ooh, we'll have to ask him as soon as he gets back. That would be very neat to see. Was that the same kind as my snake? You'll have to. Oh, we got some good questions now that he ran away. As soon as he gets back, I will add him back in, and we will have to do that. Yeah, I could I don't know. Like I say, I went to one display thing. Oh no, I can't remember the name, but yeah, one show, picked out one snake and came back with just an absolutely insane waffle. Not the best luck for sure. But yeah, that is pretty, and that I can see the patterning and the neat things that I see in my snake. So it's neat to see the other half of what made mine and what goes into breeding these things is really, really neat. Yeah, we'll have to see if he has a pie. Let's see what he comes back with or what he's coming back with. Good morning, Sharon Miller. Good to see you. We are talking with Aquaballs. The link is just underneath. Oops, here he is. I'll bring him back into the stream. Did you bring us something else to look at? Ooh, what do we got now? Oh, nice. What is that? Some sort of cinnamon or what? I can't tell.
This is the GHI Mojave. Have you seen Anthony, Granddaddy Herbs? He's got a channel. He's another gentleman that keeps ball python. It's a smaller channel like me. He goes by Anthony Granddaddy Herbs. He's got thousands of followers, of course. He's been around for many years. And really nice guy. And I won one of his shirt by putting this snake on his channel. And the snake on her neck She's got a letter says death in different language, and this is the one right there. And it says death on the neck. Those writings right there. She wants to see the camera. Yeah, so this is a darker morph, as you see. The blacks are really nice and blacky. The super GHI is really pretty morph like this too. But Mojave. Now, if you mix two Mojaves together, you get one snake called Blue Eye Lucy, and the Blue Eye Lucies are very wanted here, and everybody almost makes them. They sell out of it. My first two that I made, I sold them right away. This one's super active. And it's a female also. I usually keep my females, uh, to breed them back and stuff. I don't breed them like the second year. I have patience. I wait. The animal gets into like at least 1700, 1800 gram, 3, 4 years old, and make sure they're healthy. Then I'll breed them. So when you breed up bigger animals, they will produce bigger eggs, and those bigger eggs will have bigger babies in them. I do feed live rodents too, and breed the rodents myself.
Oh, I was gonna ask, yeah, if you made your own food because that
If you
many
have
snakes.
if you have two snakes, you're good. But if you have like me, it's costly, guys. The feeding is super expensive around here. One rodent can go to like $5 sometimes.
Oh yeah, we sell a lot of the mice here, and we do have a mouse breeder in town, which is super nice. So we don't have to pay shipping or anything. So the mice cost is kind of nice, but still, yeah, I could see how you'd want to get into breeding the mice if you get any more. I don't. Oh, I don't like the idea of having to kill the mice, but if I do get breeding into the kings, I've thought about it for sure. So Dragon Lair was asking, do you have any pieds? Have you bred any pieds?
George does not have pieds. The reason doesn't have pieds, it's like guppies. Everybody has guppies in their house, in their fish rooms. I don't want any guppies. I got cichlids. So just the same thing, guys. So the pieds are too many, and the colors are all the same to me. Like if you put a pied with a clown, I mean they got little tiny different patterns on them. Yes, I'm totally wrong if I say they're not pretty. They are gorgeous. They're expensive. They're super expensive too, but they're not my taste. I would rather play with stuff like Sunset. There's another one called Mandarin. Few things like the Blackhead. Uh, there's another one called Red Stripe. You've seen Justin Kobalica. He's got this nice morph he's working with called Pompeii with the clowns and all the morphs that I just said. The same kind of thing like that. Let me put this one back. She's really really wiggly. Let me put it back. She won't stand. I'll be right back.
All right. What the heck is, okay, sorry, my kid just wandered in here. She wants to go out somewhere. So I kind of missed a little bit of that. I might have to watch. So yeah, the pied, yeah, a total other, from what I've seen of the snakes, he's kind of, yeah, around this side of the genetics. Kind of neat though. Very, very neat. I can't wait to get my first snake from you, George. It's a whole different world in fish. Yes, it is different, but like I say, it has those similarities to it, like the genetics and that kind of stuff. The fact that you can bring all of the plants and stuff into it, and things just kind of go in between each other is really, really neat. Around here, guppies are known as Bashir food or Spaz's snacks. Yeah, that's what a lot of the guppies in my house are known for is the piranha munchies. But I do enjoy some of my guppies. I'm still playing very loosely with my one crown tail Jane. It's quite the messy thing for sure. Dee, do you keep snakes? Yes, I've got snakes for sure. I'll have to bring mine out too. Here, we'll watch Aquaballs. I'll grab mine for a second. Oops, wrong one. I need to.
So this is called Candino, albino with another morph called Candy. Real pretty snake, and he's a big boy. Woohoo! Yes, nice and warm. Keeps me warm in the winter.
Now, does he get sprinkling or not on him? Is he gonna be? Is he just? I don't see
Have
any.
have you seen this morph, Dia?
The name isn't ringing a bell. No, that's what I was
It's called
asking.
Candino. Candy and albino, they're work to with together, so they produced an animal look like this. And if you mix this one with an albino, we'll give you half babies Candino, half babies albino.
Oh, very cool.
Really pretty colors. It's got like the purples and like almost look like banana, but
Yeah,
it's not. It doesn't have the spots at all. Look at it. It's really pretty.
yeah, because I got
And
the
when
banana.
they're
He's covered on dot. That's why I was asking, but I don't see anything. It's so
It's
neat.
not a banana. It's not.
Very neat.
Very,
Oh,
very beautiful. I produced some last year. I sold them out because they were all albino. None of the babies were Candino. I would have kept the Candinos. I want to make a candy, which to make a candy, you got to take Candino to Candino, mix them together, and half the babies will be albino, half the babies will be candy, like that. Candinos, candy, albinos, all the different ones. This one's a pretty one, guys. He's been around in my morph. All right.
all right. I'm gonna have to bring my camera closer. Ah, sorry, guys.
Want to say hi to your buddy on the
Yay!
internet?
I noticed that multi-tank addictions has definitely run away. Yay!
Mines are active because the garage is hot. Like right now, it's like 87, 88 almost.
Oh, I turned the one heat lamp off in here, and it's finally cool outside. It's saying it's 76 on the floor, so yeah, everybody is definitely sleeping. Yay! So this is the one that's got some of that first snake you brought in, right? Yeah.
Yes. So the one you have in your hand, it's a absolutely spider. The first snake that I brought in.
Mm-hmm. I love the pattern on him. So cool.
So he
My,
could have DHI. He could have sugar. He could have different morphs in him, but I can't tell you for sure until you breed it.
yeah. Like, what are you doing? Very cool. Yeah, yours, that's beautiful. Really reminds me of mine, but like you say, just perfect, clean, no dots, no nothing.
You like the ones with the dot, or you don't?
I wasn't too sure. At first, when I saw him, I thought he was covered in mites or something. It kind of freaked me out, but now I kind of realize what it's just part of his color, and I'm like, okay, it's cool. But
You
yeah,
should see them when they're mixed with the clown and the genetic stripes. Oh, mama, they're my favorite. I can't wait to produce one of those. I'm
for me,
dying to produce one. I like to not buy them. I like to produce them, make them myself. So I buy the ones that are cheaper, just a little bit, and then wait 4 years, 5 years. Nothing better to do. Feed the animal, grow it up, and get what you want out of it. And keep the ones you want. You don't, get rid of the ones you don't want.
yeah, it's quite neat, like you say, and they are a bit of an investment. And sometimes just talking in two people that wander in and they're wanting to buy some of the snakes, and they're like, well, why is this one $80 and that one's $300? Like, they just don't get it. And sometimes it's like, well, sometimes it takes years to produce one of these snakes, and sometimes even you don't luck out with getting what you want anyway.
No, so many of my girls didn't go this year. They were all gravid, and I bred them, and there was gonna be some crazy stuff coming out. It didn't work out. It's never like the way you want. I mean, I got clutches in the incubator. You never know what happens. It can go wrong. Something can go wrong. I can't tell you until I have them, counting them in my hand. They're breeding. They're eating.
Well, so they always say don't count your chickens before they hatch, and it's definitely true for sure.
I have 26 eggs in the incubator right now.
Well, I've got one, and oh man, I've still got my fingers crossed. I want to try it. I think it would be neat. I have hatched chickens. I have helped hatch out ducks, peacocks, stuff like that, but no reptiles or anything. So this will be something a little bit different.
They're easier. The reptiles are easier. Only thing you can't do with the reptile eggs is not to don't turn them. If you
Yeah.
turn the eggs, so the way they lay, you take it out and you set it down in the incubator in its media, and that's the way. You don't turn it. The chicken egg, you have to keep turning them. So
Yeah.
these ones don't turn them. The embryo will get drowned and they will die and they will go rotten. They won't be good.
Very neat. Very different. Yeah, all good pointers. I don't know if anybody else in here has ever tried breeding. They're pretty. I am just a snake fish. She's like, I'm not too sure. Yeah, it is kind of definitely like I did give a bit of a warning earlier. There's going to be a lot of critters with no legs on here today.
I mean, you guys seen snakes bite, right? I mean, I'm holding one without even looking at it, and she's holding one. Those are ball pythons. They're like, I don't even look at them as a snake. I look at them as like our Pokemons, like the stuff that we keep them and we breed them, and those are never seen in the wild. If you put the snake in the wild, it won't know what to do or what to eat or any of it, where to go. It will be lost. It will get run over. So those are actually our pets that we make in the house. The color morphs and all that design. That's why they're expensive. That's why the normal ones, they come from the wild. They're very cheap, like $50, $10. At Petco, $120 because it's a big store. Yeah, and so at Aquaballs, those would be for $15 actually.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, or giving away for you if you buy another. I mean, I'll give you as many normals you want.
Yeah, that's too much. She says
I don't
Sharpie's
have any though.
8 minutes. Thanks, Kenny, on the ball there. Only did a minute ago. Oh, okay. Sharpie's got it going. That's awesome. So yeah, I got two ball pythons. I got this guy here, and I've got one that looks very similar to what he's holding there. Um, he's doing the whole wee. You can definitely tell, totally right upside down. My guy's fun. He's a little different. He's a little bit challenged. But yeah, would you call him underweight or just about right?
Yes, that's about right. It doesn't look underweight at all.
Okay.
It,
He just
look at the dorsal. You can see perfect, rounded.
okay.
It's rounded, so that's what you want to look at. Not no triangle on the animal. If the animal look like a lot of like right now, you're holding it up in the air, looks like that. But if you're holding it right, he looks perfectly rounded.
I wasn't too
Yeah,
sure. He worries me because he eats the least out of everybody for sure.
my spider eats bigger meals, and they don't stop eating. They're eaters, ferocious eaters. The spiders are very good eaters.
Like I said, but I wasn't too sure because I said it could just be the fact that this guy over here is a tubby. He likes his food. He almost
He
very
just,
rarely turns down a
he
meal.
just sniffed my chin and left me be.
But as long as you say that looks good, I'll take it. Because
Are you
yeah,
having any plans to breed them?
Cam, not so much. My main one is the Kings. If a female does wander onto my lap for some stupid reason, I wouldn't say no. But which one I would breed, I'm not too sure. It would
Don't do spider to spider. If you ever
probably
want to breed a
depend
male
on
to the
what the
spider,
female.
get something like an orange dream pastel. Then you have really beautiful morphs. Orange dream spider pastels are so
Yeah,
gorgeous.
I've got the two genetics, so I guess it would just depend what you like. You say what the female is and what you get the best combos out of, right? If I got something that would match up to the banana fire, then I'll do that. So busy
Yeah.
that one. That's cool. Very, very nice. Very, very chill snake that one too. Just happy hanging out. Aw, boop.
He's kissing me. He's like, can I eat you?
What does that say? Here in Florida, the
It tickles.
ball python is breeding with the rock python. Can they do that? Is that supposed to do
Yeah,
that?
python breeding to the rock python. Yes, they can crossbreed pythons, but there will be like abomination, like they say, right?
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, they won't look. They'll be hybrids, and they you can't breed the hybrids. Remember? And
Well,
so these
that's
guys are
not there. I guess that's not too bad.
yeah.
Oh my
Mm.
goodness. I never thought that maybe that could happen. That's interesting.
Well, they breed blood python to ball python. They breed carpet python to ball pythons. They do, but pythons do
I didn't
cross.
know that. Oh wow, okay. That's interesting information. I didn't know
Yeah,
you
but
could.
not a good idea. I would never do it. It's like we
I didn't
don't
even know it was possible.
we don't inbreed cichlids like meaning inbreed like we don't take one cichlid and take it to another cichlid and breed it and make different colors. They do that, but again, not not as wanted as the pure blood.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I had heard they could do that with the king snakes, and people were asking if they should too. So that is interesting. I didn't know that the ball pythons did that as well. I haven't looked into their breeding quite as much as I have the kings yet. So it's interesting. I didn't know that was possible, but I guess that could happen, right?
I love your goldfish on top.
Oh, thank you. He's so awesome. We've
You
got
must have
some.
got it from a good place. I never could keep goldfish around my local area. Very bad quality.
He's a Petco fish,
He's good looking goldfish.
but he
I
came from.
love him. I watch him every time, every Sunday. So cute.
Yeah, I
Oh,
love the orange color too on the bottom, and we've got some black koi that's the exact same
this
color as
guy's
him.
sniffing the camera like non-stop. He's teasing.
Yeah, I do enjoy this fish. Absolutely too cool. Very, very cool. I like all my critters, or I wouldn't have got them, right? That's how that works. At least I think.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna take this guy out of here. You go ahead and close. You got about 2 minutes on the show. Thanks for
Oh,
having me here today.
oh
I really enjoy your show.
yeah. Yes, thank you for wandering over. I'll see you around for sure. Oh,
Take care, guys.
so everybody, that was Aquaballs. That was so much fun. He's got such pretty snakes. He's got some beautiful fish. If you guys would like to, what carpet to green trees? Oh, what really? I didn't know you could do all of these. Interesting. Very interesting, guys. But yeah, let's wander over. Go bug sharpies now. Thank you so much for hanging out and the questions. If you'd like to go subscribe to his channel, there's a couple links that have been wandered and put out. Check it out. Oh, very neat stuff over there if you're into all of the other creepy crawlies too, as well as the fish. And yeah, clicking the subscribe button, follow along, and we will see you guys all next Sunday. I'm not too sure what video we're going to have put out this week. I was just clearing off space on the phone to try and get one done. I have to go get ready because Telus is going to be here any moment to do my internet. So I'm going to stick Sharpies on and watch his stream and do some disinfecting. So I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.